The 11th day of the third regular session of the 21st Congress will now come to order. May we all rise for a moment of silent prayer. Chief Clerk, roll call.
Senator Aritos, Senator Christian, Senator Figuer, Senator Coolant, Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Nath, Senator Pollack, Senator Perman, Senator Romulo, Senator Ursmal, Senator Wally, Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, all the 14 members are present.
Finally, we have a full house. We have quorum to transact business today. Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and good morning to you again, and all honorable members, as well as those who are observing our session this morning. Again, I move to dispense with the reading of the journal.
It's been moved and seconded that we dispense with the reading of our journal. Those in favor say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. We now dispense with the reading of the journal. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, we have, excuse me. Next item is item 5, presidential communications when receipt of numbers 21-203, 204, and 205.
Chief Clerk, assign those communications. Members, take note of number 205. That's regarding the emergency. Okay, next item.
Item 6, Mr. Speaker, of some Supreme Court communications, there are none.
Next item.
Item 7, member communications, we have one, and it's number 21-09.
I don't know about you, gentlemen. I don't have a copy of that report. I don't know why Floor Leader and Chairman Ursmal are writing it from me. Okay, assign that, Chief Clerk. Next item.
Item 8, departmental communications, none, Mr. Speaker.
Point of privilege,
Continue.
Mr. Speaker.
Point of privilege, who's that?
Senator Conman.
Yes, my good senator from Southern Namanas. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Good morning to you, all honorable members and staff, including all observing this morning session. Mr. Speaker, I rise on the point of privilege to introduce for recognition some very important individuals who are also observing our session this morning. And let me begin with Father Fernando Tidus, Jerry Robert, former Clerk of Court, Chuk State Supreme Court, Mars Agabido, Director of Chuk Conservation Society, and Mr. Joe Sanfador. May I kindly ask that we give them a collective round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Conman. The Congress joins you in welcoming our diverse group of visitors from Chuk, and you are indeed welcome. And we're very fortunate to be graced by your presence, especially you, Father. Okay, any other point of privilege? If none, continue, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, on item 8, departmental communications, none. Item 9, agency or governmental authority communications, also none. Item 10, state communications, none. Item 11, state Supreme Court communications, none. Item 12, municipal or town communications, also none. And item 13, foreign government communications, none, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Chief Clerk. We're now on the order of the day. Item 14, standing committee reports, Chief Clerk.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Special committee reports.
There are none also, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, item 16.
Item 16, assignment of measures and communications. We have a referral sheet number 21-45.
Okay. Chairman and members, take note for your planning purposes. Next item.
Item 17, unfinished business. None, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, we're now on the bill calendar. First bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, the first bill on the bill calendar is CP number 21-120 for second reading. CP number 21-120 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-141 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-145, 20-163, 20-164, 20-190, 21-5, 21-33, 21-48, and 21-67 by amending Section 6 thereof to change allotee of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding priority infrastructure projects and other projects and programs in the state of Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading, CP number 21-120. Discussion. Any discussion?
Short recess, Mr. Speaker.
Chairman
Short
Roosevelt,
recess.
you have the floor.
Short recess.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing. No, motion for passage already been made, so discussion.
Question.
Any discussion? Question is being called for. There's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of delegations.
State of Chuck, Chairman Aritos. State of Pohnpei, Chairman Permin.
Amen.
State of Krishai, Chairman Wali. State of Yap, Chairman Ursmal. Mr. Speaker, all the 4 states voted for.
CP number 21-120 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-136 for second reading. CP number 21-136. It's a bill for an act to amend sections 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9 of Public Law number 21-42 as amended by Public Law number 21-55 to appropriate $7,617,994 of additional funds from the General Fund of the Federal States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2020, to provide supplemental funding for the operations of the National Government of the Federal States of Micronesia, Office of Public Auditor, grants, subsidies, and contributions, and Capital and Human Resources Development, and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-136. Discussion. Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing CB 21-136, Florida Harbor. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There is a written amendment that I like to offer on your behalf because of its shortness. Let me ask Chief to read the proposed amendment.
Short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Florida Harbor, you still have the floor.
Yeah, thank you again, Mr. Speaker. I have a written amendment to offer on your behalf. Because of its length, I would ask that we dispense with its reading. And if I may not be out of order, I move for adoption of such a written amendment.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the offer for amendments to CP number 21-136 be adopted because of its length. We will dispense with its reading. Any motion to suspend rules?
Move to suspend any relevant rule that may impede our action on the amendment, especially the one prohibit substantive amendment on second reading. So move.
It's been moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically those rules prohibiting substantive amendments on second and final reading, be suspended. Those in favor say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. The rules are suspended. We're still discussing the offer for amendments. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Debate is closed. Let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offer for amendments to CP 21-136 say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. The offer for amendments to CP 21-136 are adopted. We now have CT1. Any further discussion on CT1? Short recess. To the call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still discussing CB 21-136 CT1. Any further discussion? Senator Christian, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I'd like to offer the following oral amendments to Congress Bill 21-136 CD1 on page 25, beginning line 21, new line item G would state Pohnpei State purchase of field trip vessel and operations cost. $300,000. And further that, what's the name of that guy? Allotee of funds appropriated under this bill, item F and item G, the allotee shall be the Secretary of the Department of Transportation, Communications and Infrastructure. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
It's been moved and seconded that the offered oral amendments by Senator Christian be adopted. The relevant rules are still suspended at this point. Discussion on the offered oral amendments. Questions being called for? There's no objection. Debate is closed, so let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offered oral amendments by Senator Christian, say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. The offered oral amendments are adopted. We have now CT2. Any
Speaker-
further discussion on
Speaker,
CT2?
move for
Sure,
the
Regis.
previous question.
Sure, Regis?
Short recess to call the chair. Congress is back in session. Chairman Figueroa, you have the floor. We're still discussing 136 CD2.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and esteemed members of this august body. I have an oral amendment that I wish to make on page 23, line 6, where it reads, and a small letter D in parentheses, relocation of power and telephone lines in Pohnpei, Matulanim. Delete the figure 50,000 and insert the figure 50,000 in lieu thereof. I so move.
Short recess,
It's
Speaker.
been moved and seconded that the offered oral amendments by Chairman Figueroa to reduce the amount from 250 to 50,000 be adopted. The relevant rules are still suspended. So discussion on the offered oral amendments. Chairman
recess.
Gulen?
Can we just make sure verify the 9 item? 9.6 or 9.7? I know, I thought it's 9.7.
Yes, the amount, the figure is not. Going down to line 7. Okay, that's clear. Okay, any
clear.
further discussion on the offered oral amendments?
Question.
Questions been called for. If there's no objection, debate is closed on the offered
Short
oral
recess, Mr.
amendments.
Speaker.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair.
Right.
Congress is back in session. We're still on the offered oral amendments. If there is no objection, debate is closed. Let's vote. Those in favor of the offered oral amendment by Chairman Figueroa say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. We now have CD3. Chairman Coleman.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I also have an oral amendment I wish to offer to the said bill.
Proceed.
Thank you. On page 998, at the end of 2020, insert the following phrase, of which up to 10,000 may be used to pay prior year applications. Period. So move, Mr. Speaker.
Any second?
Short recess, please.
In short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. There is that offered oral amendments by Chairman Cornman. Any discussion on it? The relevant rules are still suspended up to this point. If no objection, debate is closed. Let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offered oral amendments by Chairman Cornman, say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. The offered oral amendments are adopted. We now have CD4. Any discussion on CD4?
Question.
Question's been called for. If there's no objection, debate is closed. So we will vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
State of Chuk, Chairman Aritos. State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perman. State of Kushai, Chairman Willie. State of Yap, Chairman Orsmal. Mr. Speaker, all the 4 states 4-4.
For that reason, Congressional Bill number 21-136, CD4, has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-137 for second reading. CB number 21-137 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-31 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-41, 20-50, 20-77, not 17. It should be 20-77. 20-113, 21-24, and 21-45 by amending sections 4 and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei State and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move to defer action on the bill to tomorrow's calendar.
And it's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-137 be deferred to tomorrow's calendar. Those in favor say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Said bill is deferred to tomorrow's session. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-139 for second reading. CB number 21-139 is a bill for an act to appropriate the sum of $100,000 from the General Fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2020 for the purpose of funding response efforts in China due to the recent coronavirus outbreak and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Speaker. I move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass CP number 21-139 on second and final reading. Discussion. Any discussion?
Speaker.
Floor Leader Albert.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just want to ask, so far, how many deaths had occurred in China right now?
Who wants to, Chairman Berman? You have
What's
any
the question?
information? The latest? How many?
The latest number of deaths.
Figure I received was over 400, but
It's over 500.
over 400. Last time I heard there a different figure at this time. Last time I heard
Is
was
there
over 400.
fatalities?
So, Speaker,
Short races?
if that's the number at this time, and we're giving them 100,000. So if the figure double or triple in the future, are we going to triple or double the figure?
Well,
Speaker,
short races subject to
yeah,
call of the
that's why I
chair.
said it's
Congress is back in session. We're still discussing 139. Any? Okay, questions being called for. If there is no objection, discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
State of Trip, Chairman Aritos. State of Pompey, Chairman Perman.
Amen.
State of Koshai, Chairman Willie. State of Yap, Chairman Ursmal. Mr. Speaker, all the four states 4-4.
For that reason, CB number 21-139 has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-140 for second reading. CP number 21-140 is a bill for an act to amend Public Law number 20-95 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-173, 21-47, and 21-72 by amending Section 5 thereof to change the use of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Chuk State and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the following bills be deferred to tomorrow's calendar. Congress Bill number 21-140, 21-141, and 21-144.
Short recess. I'm sorry. Congress is back in session. It's been moved and seconded that the following bills be deferred to tomorrow's session. CP 21-140, 21-141, and 21-144. Those in favor of that motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Those three bills are deferred to tomorrow's session. Next bill.
Point of privilege, Mr. Speaker.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
State your point, Florida
Speaker,
Harbor.
yes, may I ask if I can be excused at this time?
Yes, you may be excused.
Can you please share your vote for the upcoming nominee?
Okay.
Just pass, adopt that one and then you go. Then I'll
Short recess,
cover up
subject
for
to
you
call of the
later.
chair. Back in session. We're still on the bill calendar. Any other bill to consider?
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, there is no bill. Okay, if there is no objection, we go down to the next item.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Vice Speaker
I
Moses.
wish to withdraw a bill.
Okay, if there's no objection, we will go back up to the bill calendar. Okay. Vice Speaker Moses, you have the
Thank you,
floor.
Mr. Speaker. Good morning to you, members, and those who are observing. I wish to withdraw and place on today's calendar CB number 21-145.
Okay, short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Vice Speaker Moses, please restate your motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to withdraw and place the following bills: CB number 21-145 and CB 21-147.
Any second? It's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-145 and CP number 21-147 be withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Those in favor say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. CP number 21-145 and 21-147 are withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for action. Okay, Chief Clerk, first bill.
Mr. Speaker, CB number 20, we have CB number 21-145 for first reading. CB number 21-145 is a bill for an act to further amend public law number 20-60 as amended by public laws numbers 20-65, 20-75, 20-85, 20-97, and 20-150 by amending Section 4 thereof to change the use of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs in the state of Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the said bill on first reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-145. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, if there's no objection, debate is closed. Let us vote by roll call of members. Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritos, Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Copeland, Floor Leader Hopper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Ned, Senator Palik, Senator Perman, Senator Romulo, Senator Usmal, Senator Wally,
Short recess, please.
We're voting.
Yes, yes.
Okay, short recess.
Speaker,
That
no.
short. Oh, short recess subject to call of the chair. Second session, cast your vote, Chairman Willett.
Yes.
Okay,
Mr.
Vice-
Speaker, Semina.
yes.
Mr. Speaker, 13 members voted for.
Okay, CP number 21-145 has passed Congress on first reading. Take note, our legal people, staff, that there is a procedural issue with it, so resolve it when we come to session tomorrow. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-147 for first reading. CB number 21-147. It's a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-89 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-94, 19-127, 19-151, 19-159, 20-06, 20-32, 20-136, and 21-13 by amending Section 5 thereof to change the use of funds previously appropriated therein for the purpose of funding public projects and social programs in the state of Chuuk and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa. It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-147. Discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed, so let's vote by roll call of members. Chief Wright.
Senator Aritos, Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa, Senator Coland, Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Neff, Senator Palik, Senator Perman, Senator Romulo, Senator Ursmal, Senator Welling, Speaker Semina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 13 members voted for.
CP number 21-147 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. There are no further bill. We go down.
Speaker,
Chairman Romulo.
thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to make a motion to withdraw CP number 21-146 and CP number 21-148 and put it on to today's agenda.
Any second? It's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-146 and 21-148 be withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. Those in favor of the motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. So CP 21-146 and 21-148 are withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. First bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-146 for first reading. CB number 21-146 is a bill for an act to amend Section 601 of Title I of the Code of the Federated States of Micronesia as annotated, as amended, to establish President Tosuo Nakayama Day on November 23rd as a national holiday and for other purposes.
Chairman Romano.
Move for adoption of the said bill on the first reading.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-146. Discussion. Any
Short
discussion?
recess, Mr. Speaker.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Chairman Romulo, you still have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to reconsider recommit the bill to the committee.
Second.
And it's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-146 be recommitted to the Committee on GENCO. Those in favor of that motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. So the bill is recommitted to the Committee on GENCO. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-148. This is a bill for an act to amend Section 205 of Title 52 of the Code of the Federal States of Micronesia as annotated and as amended for the purpose of revising the base salary schedule of the FSM national government employees and for other purposes.
Chairman Romulo, you have the floor.
Short recess.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Chairman Romulo, you still have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Move to defer action on the CP number 21-148 to the next session of Congress.
Again, it's been moved and seconded that CP number 21-148 be deferred to the next session of Congress. Those in favor of that motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. CP number 21-148 is deferred to the next session of Congress. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, there's no further bill for action. We are now on item 19, resolution calendar.
Mr. Speaker, the first resolution is functional resolution number 21-98 for adoption. CR number 21-98 is a resolution approving and accepting a grant in the amount of $15 million from the Asian Development Bank to fund the renewable energy development project in the Federal States of Micronesia, including all the terms and conditions of the assistance.
Chairman Ned.
Thank you, Speaker. I move for the adoption of the said resolution.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt resolution number 21-98. Discussion. Any discussion? Questions being called for. If there's no objection, debate is closed. So let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of resolution number 21-98 say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Resolution number 21-98 is adopted by Congress. Next resolution.
Mr. Speaker, we have functional resolution number 21-97 for adoption from your Committee on Health and Social Affairs. CR number 21-97 is a resolution to confirm the nomination of Mr. Vincent Tafilelu to serve as a board member of the Federal States of Micronesia Social Security Board of Directors, representing Yap State.
Okay, Chairman Berman.
Thank you, Speaker. So move CR number 21-97.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt resolution number 21-97. Discussion. Any discussion? Is this guy still around?
Speaker.
Okay, yes, Chairman Berman, you have the floor.
The day we defer action on this gentleman came down the next day to show his interest in still a board member of the Social Security. I hope this is enough for us to act on it and confirm him a sitting member. Thank you.
Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman
Chairman
Berman.
Freddy.
For
Let's do it.
any further discussion? If none, there's no objection. The debate is closed on this resolution. This is a nomination resolution. It requires at least 10 votes and by secret ballot. Short recess. Chief Clerk. Congress is back in session. Chief Clerk, announce the result.
Mr. Speaker, 11 members voted for the nominee, 1 against.
Okay.
Aritos and Harper excused.
For that reason, resolution number 21-146 97 as passed is adopted by Congress. Mr. Vincent Tafnillo is confirmed as a member of the Social Security Board. Okay, next resolution.
Mr. Speaker, we have our congressional resolution number 21-99 for adoption from your Committee on Health and Social Affairs. CR number 21-99 is a resolution approving and accepting a grant in the amount of $821,849 from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to fund the project entitled "To Accelerate the Prevention and Control of HIV, Viral Hepatitis, Sexually Transmitted Disease, and Tuberculosis in the Federated States of Micronesia and U.S. Pacific Islands, including all the terms and conditions of the assistance."
So move for its adoption, 21-99.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt resolution number 21-99. Discussion? Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote. Those in favor of the adoption of resolution number 21-99 say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. So resolution number 21-99 is adopted by Congress. Next resolution.
Mr. Speaker, we have congressional resolution number 21-101 for adoption from your Committee on Health and Social Affairs. CR number 21-101 is a resolution approving and accepting a grant in the amount of $129,645 from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration to fund the maternal and child health program in the FSM, including all the terms and conditions of the assistance.
Okay, Chairman Permit.
So move for its adoption.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress adopt resolution number 21-101. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Debate is closed, so let's vote. Those in favor of the adoption of resolution number 21-101 say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Resolution number 21-101 is adopted by Congress. Next resolution, Clifford.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session.
Mr. Speaker, I move
Senator
that we
Christian.
recess until tomorrow at 10.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that Congress is recessed until tomorrow at 10 in the morning. Those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until tomorrow at 10 in the morning.